Alright guys, you gotta forgive me just a little bit here. I'm trying to get everything set up a little better here. I am here if you are there. What's up guys? Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything set up a little bit. Forgive me, I'm gonna wipe the camera off. What's up, Albert? Merry Christmas, man. Sorry guys, I didn't get to you. Let me know if that all right, let me pull that a little closer. Get my drinks out of my pocket. I am actually reorganizing. Merry Christmas, drummer. Fish Boys 1, Merry Christmas, guys. I just wanted to say, hey, Merry Christmas. Sorry, I know there's a ton of light on me right here. But I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, guys. I am actually going through and organizing tackle and putting stuff up. Just trying to see what I've got. You know, going through my Merry Christmas Laney, going through some of my stuff like my rattle traps, lipless crankbaits, got a bunch of those. Just trying to figure out what I got, what I need, where I'm at. But I just wanted to say, hey guys, there won't be a video out tomorrow, so Merry Christmas, Spanky. Hey, you know, that's pretty funny because I used to work on the railroad as a conductor, and some of the guys on there called me Spanky. No, it wasn't for any reason, but Hank, Hanky, Spanky, it just kind of goes right into order. What's up, Albert? I didn't see that. Again, let me see if I can roll back. Yeah. Believe it or not, some of the stuff, especially like some of the Merry Christmas Fishing Bro Nation, believe it or not, some of the stuff that I'm going to be going through, especially, what's up, BA? Yeah, man, I had a good Christmas. Do you have a good Christmas? Hey, that shirt ought to be showing up today. So, you know, guys, one of the things, and while we're sitting here, if you got any questions about tackle prep, or whatever, one of the things that I do, you know, most of the time you can tell the size difference, but some of my baits are silent. How you like them apples? Some of the baits are silent, so what I'll do is I'll actually put a little silent right there under the bottom. You know, I know you can just pick them up and shake them, but I throw them kind of all together. And this is a 3/4, so I just go ahead and put a little 3/4 under there. But like I said, I'm just trying to get some stuff organized. I just wanted to tell y'all there wasn't going to be, you know, I'm spending time with gear prep, spending time with work. May end up having to work this weekend, I don't know yet. But right now, I'm just really looking at, I'm hoping I'm going to get back out on the water this weekend, finally. It's been quite a while. I've got a fishing video that I need to edit and get up. So, you know, it's Christmas, it's holiday weekend. I just want to spend some time with the family and get some stuff ready. Merry Christmas, Josh. You got some ice fishing gear. Hey man, let us know how that works. I'm really interested how the Stealth Shad by Bass Munitions works in an ice fishing situation. Merry Christmas, Jared K. You know, I picked up a bunch of 3/4. I'm sorry about the lights down here. I should have turned them around a little bit. But, you know, that's really what I wanted to say. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I just wanted to say You know, if I don't get to tell you Happy New Year, I hope everybody has the best year of their lives next year. And I'm just going through baits and tackle. And what's up, Fishing Channel man? Merry Christmas. Dawson, what's going on? Oh, let me get back to you, brother. Ooh. What would you throw if you was bank fishing tomorrow? Man, I'll tell you, and you know, a lot of it's going to depend on the bottom. Soft bottom. You know, I'm going to like to throw a what's up, Cod Fishing 180? I hope you win more tournaments next year, but man, you did pretty good this year. What's up, Chris? Merry Christmas, brother. Yell at me tonight, I'm working. You know, if I was fishing from the bank tomorrow, jerk baits, I would probably start with something like that. Maybe even a chatterbait if the water's dirty or there's still some viable grass around. Rocky, you're not going to go wrong dragging a jig. What's up, Bass Munitions? I was going to call you later tonight. Excuse me, guys. Merry Christmas, Joe. And a drop shot. A drop shot with a short leader. Shorter leader in the winter because you're not going to get as much motion. That's the big thing with a drop shot this time of year, unless you're fishing it vertical. But if you're fishing from the bank, my suggestion would be no more than, you know, maybe 8 inches. A key, guys, on throwing a drop shot too, you've really got to remember the longer the cast you make. You know, everybody thinks about that drop shot being vertical and it being up here. So during the summer, I like a little longer. You're going to get a little more movement. And don't move your rod that much. You know, just barely move your rod. A longer leader is going to impart more action. A shorter leader, less action. But when you're casting, remember, you cast out, that leader is going to come out at about a 45-degree angle. So even though you got an 8-inch leader, that bait may only be, you know, it's almost more like a reverse Carolina rig. It's only going to, you know, hover 2-3 inches off the bottom. So when you're casting out, when you're casting a drop shot, you might want to think about having a slightly longer leader. Just in a real simple way to check it is literally in shallow water in front of you. If you can see, just drop it in and just lay your rod over to the side so you can see that line coming up, and you'll see how far that bait is off the bottom of the lake or stream or creek or whatever you're fishing. So just remember those tips when it comes to a drop shot. You know, vertical fishing, you're getting all 8, 12, 15 inches of your leader, but when you're casting, if you've got a 5-inch leader, your worm's probably never coming off the bottom when you shake it. It's probably just, you know, peeking its head up. You know, so tip of the day. 27 guys. I didn't expect to get that many people in the middle of the day. Like I said, for those that didn't hear, you know, I just wanted to wish, you know, a Merry Christmas to everybody. Tell you that that I was not going to put a video out tomorrow. I'm taking this week to focus on getting gear ready to yeah, trust me, I do that a lot. Lucky J32. What's up, Kevin? Fishing Bro Nation, do you have a Bass Geek Kid? Yes, I do. There are Bass Geek Kid t-shirts. My granddaughter wears them all the time. If you look on the website, if you're on your mobile phone, go to my YouTube homepage, go to About, and you'll see Bass Geek Gear. Click on that. Or you can just search via Google, and I think it's all one word, Bass Geek Shop, I believe. And I believe it's the very first one up. All right. Got your geek tee on today. Represent. Hey man, be good, BA. I'm like I said, I'm just going through some stuff, trying to get stuff organized. Fishing Bro Nation, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. Don't thank me, thank you. If you're thinking about going out there and picking one up, you know, I mean, that just helps me, you know. Guys, everything I get, you know, from the channel, from the sale of the t-shirts, from this channel, you know, I just reinvested in fishing and video equipment and baits. Golly, guys, it's bad today. So, you know, the stuff that I do, I reinvested in, you know, being able to spend the money to go to these expos, and hopefully this year, knock on wood, hopefully, you know, we don't have any major, you know, issues that we have to have. Like last year, I had a trolling motor go down on me. But hopefully this year, what I'm going to get to do is, you know, start doing some reviews on some products. And I'm actually going to have you guys pick the products, and, you know, every month. And so I'm going to go out and buy those products. And eventually what that'll turn into, if it all works out, yeah, Bass Munitions was with me that day. And eventually what'll happen is that, you know, I mean, I only can store so much stuff, so a lot of that stuff will turn into giveaway items. So, you know, that's sort of my plan, you know, to be able to give back to you guys more and more. And, you know, we're going to do everything from rods and reels, you know, about anything that you guys suggest to me is what we're really going to go out and try. So, and it'll help me too, you know, it'll help me become familiar with more products myself, so that I can get better with things and learn about new equipment, and spread that to you guys. Because, you know, I hope the one thing that you guys know is that when it comes to equipment and letting you know if I like it or I don't, you know, I'm gonna tell you. So I don't really, you know, but, you know, you got to remember, the other thing I try to do when I talk about equipment is I try to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. You know, let's talk about, you know, let's talk about Piscifun, KastKing, those type of things. Those are great. We'll just talk about their reels. Those are great reels if you're just getting into the market. Now, am I going to compare a $39, you know, Piscifun reel to a $100 LFS? No, it's not apples to apples. Am I really going to compare it to a Merry Christmas Kevin Smith? Am I really going to compare it to, you know, a $150 or a $200 reel? No, of course there's no comparison there. But we're going to keep it on plane with how it competes against its own. And, you know, that's what I try to do. I've been trying to work on, I've got this whole formula, but I don't want to overcomplicate it, of what I call quality per dollar, you know, quality per dollar increase. And what that means is, as you move up, let's see if I can't just cut those lights off. That's a little better, now it's a little darker. But anyway, so quality per dollar increase on reels, and this is really important when it comes to casting reels, because, you know, it's you know, a $30 to $50 reel, you know, the increase in quality from that reel to a $100 reel is going to be substantial. But I'll be the first to tell you that the increase from some of those $100 reels to those $150s and $200 reels, the increase in quality per the amount of increase per dollars isn't the same. You know, it's a very steep curve at first, and then it begins to level out as you get into the higher reels. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about the higher reels, and I'm not telling you shouldn't buy them. But I explained to somebody one day, I said, you know, I don't spend a lot of money on one reel. I spend a lot of money on, you know, a bunch of reels. Best bang for the buck. That's what I'm always trying to find. I do have an email. It is bassgeek.biteme@gmail.com. It is in the description of every single video, except maybe this one at first. So, sorry, I'm throwing some open containers away. Not the fun kind of open containers. So, but, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to say, guys, there's not going to be a video out tomorrow. Sorry about that. Please hang in there with me. I'm going to do my best. What's up, Joe Mitchell? My favorite drop shot worm and color. You know, I played around with that a whole lot. And, you know, I hate to give this answer because I like to give direct answers. Let's see, though. I just picked something up the other day that I'm really, really excited about. And you know, the sad part about that is I can't freaking remember what it is that I even bought. Oh, yes. Now, I will tell you, one of my favorite drop shot colors and drop shot worms is the Dream Shot and in the Ghost Shad. If you go back during the summer, I actually caught. What's up, Tackle Junkie, man? Guys, make sure if you don't, listen, if you want to know about tackle, about how to keep your tackle clean, that's something big. Somebody asked me a question the other day, and I told them, you know, I'm hell on rods, but I can manage to make reels last forever. If you want to know where I learn everything about keeping my reels clean, maintained, and working properly, for, like I said, from the lowest of the low end, you know, I've got Piscafuns that I clean every year. Guys, those reels, man, the Lose reels, I've got an old Quantum reel that I've had forever and a day. But if you keep care of them every year, you do a yearly maintenance on them, and Tackle Junkie is the place where you're going to learn how to do that. Like I said, I know the lighting in here is awful. Let's see, this is Shaky Heads. You think I got enough packs of Shaky Head worms? This is my drop shots. Not quite as many. Hey, man, Tackle Junkie. Listen, man, Tackle Junkie's been one of the coolest dudes to me. You know, he's really been a mentor for me on the YouTube platform. You know, he's done a lot for me and for this channel, and I can't thank him enough. But if you want to ask me what I'm actually most excited about, and when it comes to a drop shot, it's that right there. Now that is a 4-inch. I'm going to order some of their 3-inch. This is from Catchco. This is on their site. But they're the Shimmer Shad. I'm telling you, man, I am juiced about these. So, I mean, they just look so dang good. I mean, look at that. That's the natural shad. This little purple, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I take a very fine point pen on that purple, and I roll me just a lateral line worth of chartreuse down the side. Bass, smallmouth go crazy. Okay? So, wait a minute. Yeah. That's the blue. Sorry, this is the purple. I cut the lights off. I can't see anything. Okay? I know you guys can barely see it. This one right here probably would be my go-to. That's just a great color. But I'm really excited about those on the drop shot. I just haven't seen anything that looks as realistic as that. Daniel Langford. Oh, hold on. Let me come back to that. Love your channel, man. That's one of my best. It's one of my best channels out there. Thank you very much. Other than Tackle Junkie, that's right. I agree with that. I was a big fan of Tackle Junkie well before I ever even thought about doing YouTube. Tackle Junkie is a OYB. Old YouTuber. I don't mean you're old, Tackle Junkie. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, he's a great dude. And then I miss somebody else after that. What's up, Spro Team Bass? Tired old folk? That is me today. I worked nights last night. I can't wait to get to use them. The Shimmer Shad. But, you know, this is probably, you know, for largemouth, I like that 4 and 5 inch. That's probably, again, guys, you know, I fish a lot of clear water. And so natural says a lot, but that's got a really nice little, that's the Dream Shot. Now I will tell you that I rig it flat side up, kill side down. So, but that's, you know, that's probably my go-to right there. That is probably my go-to on the drop shot. While I'm down here, if there's anything y'all want to see, I had somebody ask me about this right here. And I'm gonna, all right, I'm gonna cut the lights on. This is gonna hurt. All right. Bam! I just blinded you. Chatterbait trailer. Hey man, that's something else I've learned off Tackle Junkie. So somebody was asking about this particular bait. They wanted a close-up shot of it on how clear. This is the Crystal Shad, the River to Sea. This is the 168. But I mean, you can, I just wanted to get that out there. Love that clear tail with just the touch on the top, just to give it a good outline. I kind of hold it, hide my ugly mug. I know those are, but yeah, that's a good looking bait. Really like to throw those in the fall and the spring. Didn't really have any for the spring. On my units up front, I'll be honest. All right, we're gonna get into that talk. Yeah, that's something I learned off Tackle Junkie right there. He's talking about it on chatterbaits, which is something that I use a lot. The Dream Shot would work well. He uses the Biospawn. Tackle Junkie, fill in the blank. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, tell everybody what that is, Tackle Junkie. It's the worm. It's got the little tip on it. It's really good for drop shotting too. Plasma tail. Thank you, sir. Y'all got to remember, I worked last night. I got up at 7. I didn't get off to work till 7 o'clock this morning. Let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah, it is a little bit yellow, which I'm not on a best camera right now, and I need to turn these things away from me. But I just wanted to show that, so I'm going to cut that back off. We'll get a little darker. What's up, Wetters Outdoor Adventure? All right, so I had a question. Let me find it again. About, where did it go? Okay, I can't find it now. Hey, Connect Scale, what is going on? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Connect Scale is a company that I've been with for a little while, and they're close to me. You guys know I love to work with companies that are nearby, and they are. The owner of the company is literally a stone's throw across the mountain. I'm a big fan of his, and the actually in the next video you see where I'm out fishing, you'll see me weigh in a surprise fish. The fishing was awful, spoiler alert, but you'll see me weigh in a surprise fish. It's pretty fun. Anyway, so somebody asked me if I use DI or SI on my front depth finders. So I'm going to get into a little bit. Thank you, Jared. I'm going to get into a little bit of tech jargon here. I don't use either. Now, I know a lot of guys like, and you know, guys, I know y'all see me use Humminbirds a lot, but now I was, you know, I've used Lowrance, I've dabbled with Garmin's. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I use whatever is the best out there, or whatever I can afford once it comes time for me to upgrade. Humminbird. So I'm using Humminbirds, and I'll be the first to tell you on Humminbird, on Lowrance, I can speak pretty well for both of those. Well, even on the Garmin's, I don't really care for SI at all on the front. It's pretty useless. I mean, if you're, I'll tell you the one time that it's great, but I don't use the front. If you're fishing a lot of electric motor only lakes, and you've got one on the back, or you've only got one unit and it's on, and you can hold that trolling motor steady, because here's the difference. It's cone size, it's cone shape, okay? So with a regular 2D sonar, the cone, let's imagine this is the bottom of the lake. That cone hits the bottom of the lake like this, okay? The DI is like that. So when you've got that on your trolling motor, you will get smeared images. So this is SI, so your trolling motor can spin all around, it's still going to be a circle. DI is a line. So if you spin right here in the direct center, you will see, but everything else will smear and blur on the outsides of that cone, which is a horrible word. It's a very thin signal. So for me, DI, and that's, I know what Humminbird is coming out with this big, oh, we're gonna, you know, the Ultrex with the down imaging, it's gonna change everything. It ain't gonna change a damn thing. Let me just tell you that right now. It ain't gonna change nothing. As a matter of fact, I mean, it's got Mega. Mega is going to improve, but it ain't going to change nothing, okay? You're still going to get blurs. It's still going to be hard to see. Basically, the only thing that that's going to do is when you're moving along, you're going to be able to see some fish. Number one, as you're moving, because as you're moving is when you get the best picture out of a DI or an SI. SI up front at all, I mean, it's awful, because you're basically shooting that same thin line beam this direction. You know, it's like holding a flashlight that only has a razor thin, you know, it's like shooting a laser that is just thin. You know, the 360, I've got it. And I'm not impressed with it either, even though that it's, you know, what's going on? Passion for hunting and fishing. Good morning and Merry Christmas. I did not plan on staying on here this long. But, and I'll get into that later. It's good on perfectly flat areas, open water. It's great, but, you know, it's only a 455. They don't run it even in 800, the 360. But anyway, back to your question. On the front, all I run is down imaging GPS, or not down imaging, sonar GPS. It's all I run. You can see certain things, but to me, I'd rather have a map where I can see, and I'd rather have so that I can follow my contour lines, and I'd rather have my that's a great question, and a question I'm dying to do a video on. And I'll actually answer that for you right now. And I'd rather have a map where I can see my contour lines and my waypoints, especially if I'm fishing vertical, I can pull up on them. And I'd rather have my my sonar. Now, Panoptix changes everything. So the live scope and the live scan that Lowrance is coming out with, that changes everything. But now here's the deal. The thing about those is that they are they're directional. So if you've got an Ultrex and you hit spot lock and you're trying to hit and it's switching around on you, you're losing those fish. So you're going to have to go back to manually controlling that trolling motor to keep the fish in view. Now, I was just asked GN2 or GN3. Now, I've read up on this. I actually was reading up on this again last night for a second or third time to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Here's my opinion. They've increased the 2D. I have not seen it. They've increased the mega range and blah, blah, blah. Now, that's software increase, okay? So it's like photography. I tell everybody this. The difference between a Gen 1 Humminbird down imaging forever, and this is why I tell everybody, in my opinion, if it's a below a 9, now the 8s are a little different. I haven't looked in. This is a new thing in the Gen 3s. They've come out with an 8. I'm not going to speak on that because I haven't actually looked into that specific unit to see what transducer it's coming with in the Gen 3. They don't have it in the Gen 1s and Gen 2s. The Gen 1s, the down imaging was actually a software interpretation of what the side and what the sonar was showing. So it wasn't true down imaging. So it's kind of the difference between digital zoom and optical zoom. Optical zoom is better, digital gets grainy. And you know, when I was fishing Damiki 2 years ago using that, basically down imaging was useless to me out there. Lowrance on the front. Now, the only thing I can say about that is that, you know, live streams. The only thing I can say about that is you lose the ability to be able to transfer waypoints. And that's something that keeps me from having to relocate. Let's see. Have you tried a raffle entry for a giveaway on these live streams? Yeah, I've seen a new trend doing that. I've thought about that. Let's save that to the end of this live stream. Back to the Humminbird thing, but damn it, I don't remember where I left off right there. Well, anyway, so basically, for me, the Gen 1s were interpretations. So the down imaging wasn't actually down imaging. They didn't actually send a signal down. They just interpreted what they combined. It's like filling in the blank if you leave out all the ands, these, is, theirs, you know. You can still read the paragraph. Well, that's kind of what happened early on with Humminbird. Well, with the advent of the Gen 2s, 9s and up, 7s and downs, I tell everybody, if you're going to buy a Humminbird, either be able to afford a 9 or up, or go to Lowrance. Go to the Elite TIs. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of them. I'm just, as the kids say, I'm just spewing truth. So, you know, that's my opinion, because, you know, side imaging is great, and Humminbird has shown me how great side imaging is. That's Lowrance don't like their side imaging. I'll tell you right now, it's just not as good. It's not as good as Humminbird side imaging. I'll go against you every day on it. If you're a Lowrance fanboy. But I'll also tell you, up until now, up until the advent of Chirp in Lowrance or in Humminbird, and the advent of the new down imaging and Gen 2s from 9 up, now you've got true down imaging. And I'll tell you, man, it's changed my world, changed my view on the Humminbirds there, because I was seeing stuff that people with Lowrance were seeing and I couldn't see on my Gen 1s. So I'm really happy about that. The side imaging is worse. Only the side imaging. The down imaging, definitely on par with the Gen 2s or even better. Lowrance, and let's compare, you know, again, apples to apples. You've got to remember the Helix units are actually more in line with the Elite TIs. Maybe by now the HDs, you know, the Gen 3 HDs. The user interface on Lowrance is much better. Now you go on up to the Solex, that evens out. But just, I tell everybody, Lowrance has the edge on down. Humminbird is ahead on side. Anybody you watch, almost 90% of the time, if they're showing a Lowrance, what's their farthest setting? About 60 feet. 90% of the time, it's 60 feet. They're like, well, I keep it on about 60 feet. Man, I could put mine on 115. I'll tell you this right now. Hey, Jeremy, what's up? But anyway, that's kind of what I was getting at. You get me talking about images and depth finders, man. Y'all know I love that crap. So, what's going on, Lynn Yates? Yeah, I'm down here going through stuff, you know. Got everything from nickel spoons to spy baits. Just trying to organize my gear. And I just wanted to tell everybody, you know, if you weren't on here earlier, Merry Christmas. Sorry I was a little late. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Happy New Year if I don't get to tell you that. I hope it is the best year of everyone's lives. And I will not be putting out a video tomorrow. Just spending time with family this weekend. Spending time trying to get my gear together. Hopefully going to get to do some fishing this weekend. And I have nothing in the boat to go fishing with, so I've got to get this done. Trade Price 17. What's my favorite winter bait? Man, that's an easy answer. The way I like to catch them, let's see, right here. Try and get this out of here. Oh, wait a minute, I've got one rigged up somewhere. Here we go. It's this little fella right here. Let's see if I can get you to see that. Now that is a Ledgehead Lures drop head. That is a Bass Munitions Sour Grape Armor Shad. That is a vertical presentation that I love to catch them. I've got several videos where I've done that. Last year, this year hasn't been that good to me. So, the bad thing about it is it should be getting real good right now. Stealth Shad, Armor Shad. Sorry about that. Stealth Shad. Sorry. Armor Shad is the original Damiki. Stealth Shad is the Bass Munitions style. So, forgive me. But, dropping on fish, I've got several videos on that. You take 6 or 8 pound test line, you get right over top of them. Sorry, man. Like I said, guys, I worked all night last night. I worked 12-hour shifts, and I worked from 6:30 to 6:30. Didn't get out till 7. So, you know, it is what it is. Passion for hunting and fishing. Now, dude, that'd be cool down in Mexico. I'd enjoy that. But, guys, I'm telling you, man, they're good. And I tell everybody, the thing about Bass Munitions is that he's going to make you whatever color you want. You think about the color, yeah, now you'll have to buy a few packs, but you're getting a custom color, you know? Get them, Richard. Yeah, thanks, Josh. Man, I'd be down with that. I'd pay for the flight to come down and do that with you. I'll tell you what, you hit me in a DM somewhere, and or either my email, and we'll talk that out. But anyway, what I was saying, guys, was I'm gonna jump off here because I do have a lot of stuff to do. Wow. That'd be fun, man. I'm not joking now. I'd be down with that. But But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here, man. You know I love each and every one of you guys. I am nowhere. This channel is nowhere without you and your support. I appreciate you. Like I said, you know, every dime that I get in this channel, I put back into this channel. So anytime you buy a Bass Geek shirt or hoodie or whatever, you know, that goes back in to stuff that I can make better videos. I can have more time. You know, my ultimate goal really is, you know, and I didn't think I'd ever say this, you know, my ultimate goal, you know, yeah, I'd like to bring you guys videos every day. I'd like to go fishing every day. And, you know, that'd be cool. But, you know, we can't. What's up, Smoke on the Creek Barbecue? Man, I like barbecue. The email is bassgeek dot, so, you know, bite me, B-I-T-E, at gmail.com. Look in the description of any, there you go. Thank you, Richard. That's why I'm a Bass Munitions fan right there. Not only does he help me, you know, with baits and making the stuff that I want. Man, don't put your phone number on here. You be getting prank calls. Just shoot me that. Shoot me that in a you know, email. But anyway, guys, listen, you know, again, appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything you do for me. Appreciate everything that, you know, the guys like Connect Scale, Bass Munitions, all them do. Just got out of a deer stand, Sean Bates. Yeah, I'd say Dale Holly is heating up. That's a trip I want to take again this year. I really fell in love with that lake the past 2-3 years that I've got to come down and fish it. I hope I'm gonna get to come down and fish it this year. I really love that lake. I want to come down and really target some big smallmouth too. That's what I want to go do. Big largemouth is, you know, they're fun too. I know that place has got plenty of them in it. I've seen a ton of them. Let me tell you, caught one, one biggin, one or two biggins. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's fun. I'm telling you though, man, the biggest fish I caught were, you know, wasn't on the Stealth or the Recon. It was that big, you know, the Patriot. I mean, the 5-inch. I mean, they were slaughtering it. And then the 3-inch on an underspin, they were just chewing on it. All right, guys, listen, like I said, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in again. No video. Merry Christmas. Everybody, Happy New Year. Have the best New Year of your life. And, yes, that's what I love to do. And you guys rock, man. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Later, brother. See you, the PB Dad. See you, Smoke.